we knew going in, we talked, I think we even talked first part of the week, it was really going to be important that our offense held serve and scored every time they had it. And I was really proud of the way they attacked that mission all week. We gave one up there at half. We had to punt. But I think other than that, and we had settled for a field goal on one of them. But, I was really proud of how they did that. Obviously, our special teams, we've got to get that organized. We gave up the big play, which allowed them, to get a cheap one back, back on track. And we had to make them earn it, and we didn't. But with that, I'm happy we're starting to learn how to travel. We're winning on the road a little bit, and I think that's important as we develop this program and we move forward over the years. And you know what? I'm proud of our guys. We got it out a good win.
What can you say about Capri? 6 touchdowns, 290 yards.
291.
Is that what it was? Should have had 350. I just love how Capri attacks every play that, like, it has a history and life of its own. And that's really what great players do. They don't ever care about what the score is. They don't care about the situation. I thought probably his best run was the 4th down run that we had. He was hitting the backfield, stopped a little bit at the line of scrimmage, fell forward and got ourselves a first down. I think that was probably, the biggest run that he had all day. And, he's playing pretty good, guys.
Jim, did you see the sense with your team that they knew what this game meant? When you see Capri fighting for those extra yards, Crockett Gilmore breaking 6 tackles to try to get to the end zone, did you see kind of that sense of urgency that, hey, we got to finish this one off?
I was kind of proud of those guys on offense a little bit is, hey, they knew we were struggling in the other 2 phases, in special teams and defense, and kind of had that, that swagger coming off, every time they got in the huddle, that, we're going to make something happen, Coach, don't worry about it. And, that's good. That's good. They didn't really shoot themselves, with negative plays. And, that was, they had a little swagger going, and I like that.
How much different did their offense look in the second half without Gauchi and Carrier?
Well, that guy did what he needed to do when he came in, and they still were hitting creases. So, I think I think that's a credit to the system, and they'll recruit to that system. And as I told Bob after the game, obviously we're going to spend a lot of time in the off-season study on how to get this handled, because that was embarrassing.
You talked about how your offense, held up to the pressure. And really, it wasn't until you got a 4th down stop there early in the 4th quarter that you were able to gain some separation.
Yeah.
Just how impressive was that? This is really one of those, since Wyoming, you went all the way through and kind of kept that attack mode.
I thought it was great. I thought, and Dave does a great job of putting the game plan together, as well as those offensive guys, that try to give us an angle here or there, or a way we can take advantage. I thought we mixed it up well, so they couldn't just sit at the line of scrimmage. I don't know how many Garrett threw for, but is that,
that's the kind of balance you look for, right?
Like I said, ideally, I'd love to have the same amount of passing yards as we do running yards, because then I know we're keeping guys off balance.
Coach, you kept him off the board in the 4th quarter. What did your defense do differently? What
Opened their eyes. You haven't been around me, have you? Sorry about that.
That's okay.
You guys might want to break them in a little bit. You know what they did? They did their job. And at the end of the day, they were playing. As they were getting thundered, you could tell. There was no confidence. There was no juice. They were just kind of hanging on. That 4th down was, it was just a huge relief, especially for the two inside linebackers that made the hit, Aaron Davis and Max Morgan, and it was, you could feel like, gosh, we finally did something.
Jim, taking another step towards a bowl eligibility, how's that feeling?
You know, I think it's good. You know, you know, our guys deserve it. They should be proud of what they've done. They've, you know, they threw some games away early, and we did, and you know, to not, you know, step back to continue to work. I think that really shows a lot about what we're building from the standpoint of come to work. Today's the most important day, you know, that we have, and what can we do to get better today? And as I told them, you know, guys, when we get in there and get a chance to look at this, you know, you're going to come in, and there's only two things that are going to happen. You're either going to get better, or you're going to get worse, because no one stays the same. And I think the way we're playing, I think they're starting to get that. Okay.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, guys.